What's up, guys? Your boy DarkSkin, and we are back with another video. And today we are going to be doing top 5 coin shop units. Now, this is top 5 coin shop units for the SSRs. I will be doing a top 5 coin shop units for the SR, like the SR coin shop, later, right? So this is for the SSRs. This was greatly requested, so I thought it only fitting that I do it for you guys. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna do this now. Honorable mention, right? Let's start with honorable mention. Honorable mention will be King. The reason why is King is in the shop, but you get him for free in the story mode. So I can't. He's a free unit, so I don't want to really put him on this list because he's a free unit. Now, y'all already know. I'm telling you now, King would be 3rd place, 100%. King would be 3rd place on this list if he was not free, but he's free. So I'm just gonna give him honorable mention. I can't put him on the list. Well, I mean I can, but I'm not going to. So y'all already know what King does. Good damage for support. Nothing crazy, but like I said, good damage for support. He can petrify 1 turn, 2 turn. He can heal. Really good heal. He can cleanse. Well, remove all debuffs. Cleanse all debuffs. What's the difference between cleanse and remove? What? I don't know. But anyways, he can take all debuffs off. He heals. His ultimate's really good. Applies crushing, which ignores patience rate. This passive became so much better now that there's like 2 Hellbrims in the game, and both of them are actually really good, right? So this passive is actually way better. Not to mention he boosts himself, so that's also really good. Nothing crazy. But yeah, so that's enough talking about King. I'll go ahead and get into the actual units. So in 5th place, right? And I didn't actually realize who this was. In 5th place, we have Diane. Now, before I get into this, there's actually some Korean players that are using her in PvP, and she's out here one-shotting people. So, after we get more info, she might actually go up on the list. I don't know. But yeah, she's been one-shotting people. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if they're building her a certain way or whatever the case, but she is literally one-shotting people, and it's wild. So, yeah, her first ability, good damage, 2-star and 3-star. She seals attack for 1 turn and 2 turns, obviously making her damage go up, which is really good. She seals attack, pretty good. Her second card, it's AoE, so the damage is going to be on the smaller side, but 100%, 150%, and 250%. AoE to all enemies, applies burst. So it increases the damage done to targets with buffs. So if the target is buffed, she'll do double damage. Really good. Moving on to her ultimate, inflict 525% damage to all enemies, and then with her fate combo, it'll be 600% damage. Now her passive, each turn increases own attack by 6%, 30 max. That is a big part of her doing dumb damage, right? That's not all, but that's a big part. Her attack stat is like above average, nothing crazy. Defense is average, nothing like that. But like I said, I don't know what it is, but she's out here one-shotting people. I have her. I pulled her on a banner. You can get her from the gacha. I pulled her from the gacha. I didn't even realize she was a coin unit because I pulled her from a banner. So, but yeah, she is, and I've been seeing her one-shot, so hey, she might be a lot better than we think. Anyways, moving on to 4th place, we have Mellie Otis. Now, the thing about Mellie Otis, right? The reason why I have him 4th place is because, don't get me wrong, Mellie Otis is very good. He does a lot of damage, all of that jazz. He can crit, he's a crit machine, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, that's all he is damage. He doesn't give anything extra outside. Not saying damage is bad, damage is good, but like, that's it. You see where Diane is at. Diane does really good damage, but she's 5th place because that's all she really is damage. Nothing, not saying that's a bad thing. But anyways, 180% damage, 270%, and then 450%, and he ignites. Ignite is increased damage to the target by 10%, and it can stack. Now the thing about this is, if you have someone who can cleanse or take debuffs off, like King, who was free, this is kind of useless. Except for the one turn it's on. So that's why that's not as good. The second card, 220. 220 again for the second card, and then 360. But if it's 2-star or 3-star, he applies Infect, which disables recovery. Now that doesn't apply to King as well, because he can cleanse and heal at the same time. But for everybody else, same thing, right? It applies. His ultimate, 385% damage, and applies weakness. Weakness increases damage by 3 if the target has debuffs. Now this is really good because applying a debuff is so easy. So literally he's going to be doing dumb damage with his ult, and then if you use Fake Combo with Merlin, it's going to be 440%, so it's going to be even higher. Now his passive, if an allied character dies, increases the character's critical rate by 50%, can only trigger once. This makes him a very good closer in my opinion, because it's like, if someone dies, he's just going to come in and automatically have his passive activate. Now if you have him starting, his passive won't activate until someone else dies. But you're going to be running attack crit damage on him. It says defense there, but attack crit damage. You're going to be running attack crit damage on this Mellie Otis. So he's going to be a lot more squishy than you know, a unit you're running attack defense on. So I'd recommend having him in the 4th slot, in my opinion. So I actually am building my here, I can show you guys real quick. I'm actually building my teams, right? My red and gray demon team. And I have Slater up front, and then I have Mellie Otis. I run attack crit damage on both of them. If Slater dies, Mellie Otis is going to come out with his passive automatically. So that's going to be really good for that. Now, obviously, I don't have gear on them and stuff. That's why their stats are so low. Don't worry about that. I'll get that up. But yeah, once I put gear on them and stuff, that team will be ready for Red Raid. But anyways, really good unit in my opinion still. Yeah, moving on once again. 3rd place, we have Merlin. Now, like I said, King would be 3rd place. King would be in front of Merlin if he wasn't free. But he's free, so I'm not going to count him. Anyways, Merlin. 120% damage, 300 damage, 400 damage. Now, she does what Red Free King, the Story King, does. But she does it... She doesn't do it a lot better. I don't even know what her damage difference is, but her attack stat is really good attack stat, right? Inflict, and then her damage is really, I'm pretty sure she does more damage than Red Free Bond, actually. Anyways, 1-star, you reduce ultimate gauge by 1. 2-star, it's more damage, but it's ultimate gauge by 1. And 3-star, you reduce ultimate gauge by 3. I still don't know why 2-star isn't just ultimate gauge by 2, but you know, whatever. But that's not what we're even here for. We're here for perfect cube. Produce a shield of 150, 225, or 375 attack on all allies for 2 turns. Now, this shield is based on attack. So you're going to be building attack defense on her, right? And it's really good because she has a really high attack stat and her percentages are high on her first card. So she's going to not only be doing good damage, she's going to be shielding your team. And if you guys don't know how Perfect Cube works, let's say she produces a shield of, let's do 150, all right? 150% of attack, right? If you damage the Perfect Cube, and you don't do more damage than the shield, she will take no damage. She will only take damage if you do more damage than the shield. If you don't, you won't damage her. So that's how Perfect Cube works. Moving on to her ultimate. Inflict 540, a super big that's a really big multiplier. Damage to a single target enemy, and still attacks for 2 turns. That's pretty good as well. Now, I think she has a fake combo with Mellie Otis, but I'm not sure. Anyways, her passive. At the start of battle, the ultimate gauge of all allies is increased by 1. I don't think that's too good of a passive, but you know, whatever, I'll take it. Moving on to Bond. 2nd place. Bond is 2nd place. Now, 1st and 2nd place is obviously interchangeable. Y'all already know who it is. But Bond, AoE damage, really good damage, right? He does AoE really good. If it's 2-star, 30% lifesteal. If it's 3-star, it's, wait, both of these, oh, actually, okay, so the only difference, so he's weird, I didn't even realize this. So his first card's it's 1-star is 150, 2-star is 150 plus lifesteal, and then his 3-star is more damage with the same lifesteal. Okay, that makes sense. Anyways, I know his percentage is low and his attack stats low, but you gotta realize he's AoE. And then most of his damage isn't coming from just that ability. If you look at his second card, he has an ability called Steal or Snatch. Steal 20% of all enemies' attack and defense for 2 turns, right? With 2-star, it's 30. With 3-star, it's 50. Steal reduces the target stats and increases your own. So he's going to be taking attack and defense from the enemy. So that's going to make his damage go up a lot more, right? It's going to go up a lot more. And then he's going to be a lot more tanky as well, because he's going to be getting defensive stats and he can lifesteal. Moving on to the ultimate. Inflict 350% damage to a single target, still 50% of that target's attack and defense. And I think this is permanent, but I'm not sure. I think it's permanent for the rest of the match, because it doesn't say for any amount of turns. So I think that it's permanent until the end of the match. Fate combo increases the damage by 50%, and the steal rate is still the same. Now his passive, this is a pretty good passive. If the unit wasn't attacked this turn, decrease the effectiveness of the enemy's recovery skill by 10% at the start of the next turn. Stacks up to 5 times. So it's like if you don't attack him, he's going to be eventually reducing all recovery skill. Whether that be recovery rate, lifesteal, healing, all of that, cure, all of that will be reduced if you do not attack him, right? Which gives you incentive to attack him, but he's going to be tanky. So either way, it's very, very good. Moving on to number 1. Now I said this is interchangeable. I think Bond is the best single unit. By himself, he's the best unit in my opinion. Now it says crit rate, crit damage. I build mine attack, defense, because I mean he's not gonna be critting, really. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, moving on to Gotha. The reason why I say Gotha is the best unit is because you're not running a team of 1 unit. You're running a team of 4 units. And Gotha is the better unit for 4 units, in my opinion. His first ability, AoE, 120% damage, it doesn't matter. He has a really high attack stat. But you're not going to be building him attack, so it doesn't matter. 2-star, same damage, but you still attack skills for 1 turn. If it's 3-star, you still attack skills for 2 turns, a little bit more damage. But what we're here for, Arrow of Erosion. You rank up the skills of 1 ally. So this is why King can spam Petrify, spam Heal, Merlin can spam Freeze, Helbram spam Petrify because of Gotha. Gotha can rank up a 1-star card to a 2-star card for all of your allies' skills. Now only 1 ally, but when it's 2-star, he ranks up your whole team's cards, right? So that's even more wild. And if it's 3-star, he gives them a 20% basic attack boost for 3 turns. Amazing. His ultimate, AoE, 350% damage. He reduces the ult gauge by 3, and then his fate combo reduces the ult gauge by 5 and adds 50% more damage. But you're probably never going to have that because you usually have King on your team. And then his passive. If this unit wasn't attacked this turn, all your allies' damage increases by 10% at the start of the next turn. Up to 5 times, resets when damaged. Very, very good unit. So, if you guys want to know who I think you should go for first, it'll be Gotha, Bond, Merlin, Mellie Otis, Diane. Because you can summon for her too. And you already have King, so don't worry about him. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys did in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.